Adobe's generative fill effect has finally come out for Photoshop. It's being rolled out, people are playing with it, and all over the internet I'm watching these videos and they're impressed. I mean, this is better in and out painting than we've seen in any of the other tools. So check this example out from Matt Pro Vid AI. He took a photo of his cat, then used generative fill to just lasso the area above its head and then put a hat on it. And because the photo was vertical, he was able to make it horizontal by simply outpainting 66% more content. And it just took him minutes, and this is photorealistic results. Now on the official blog, you can see these awesome results. Look at this, you paint the landscape, you add the clouds, you add all the animals and trees. In this example, they took some old ruins and essentially rebuilt what it could have been like. Here's a demonstration of how you can actually see the reflection in the water below the puppy, or removing all the footprints in the sand to make somebody look totally isolated out there. This is super amazing stuff, and it's Photoshop like it's never been before. Next, let's talk about Nvidia. They've got a new integrated Picasso system and some new simulation technology. It's crazy. So check out Nvidia's new generative AI solution, Picasso. This powerful AI tool can generate images, video, and even 3D image just from text. The YouTube channel 2 Minute Papers released this video titled "Nvidia's New AI, Better Games Are Coming," in which he shows off how all these tools are making waves in the film industry, how it offers a holistic solution for video manipulation, allowing you to change backgrounds, remove unwanted details, and provide video-to-video transformations with ease. And the video's jam-packed with all this new virtual reality and simulation technology. It's so cool to watch. I particularly love the part where I got to see how Amazon was building their warehouse in a complete 3D environment first to see how it all comes together. So once they build all these autonomous robots and these shelving systems, it all just works. Plus the simulations of water and fire and some of those physics that usually were really hard to simulate are just getting so realistic. Now look, I know Google's kind of been down and out for a little bit, but I think in the long run they're going to be big contenders, and today they've come out with generative search. I got my hands on it. Check this out. So I got an email today from Google saying I am welcome to start playing with generative search. Search Lab offered me the opportunity to play with these 3 experiences. Now SGE is the one I'm most interested in. So a quick search for AI gives me this button. Let's hit generate. So by default we get a nice summary here in the left, and then we get some follow-up questions underneath. And over here you'll see preview cards where we would have had blue links before, but they're in reference to the summary. What are the coolest dinosaur toys of 2023? Now with this search it offered us a few extra considerations, which is cool. I haven't seen that before. And it looks like they integrated the shopping experience really well into the top here, which surprisingly doesn't take you to a link. It gives you another summary with some price comparisons, pulling information in from multiple spots. I like that. And then it looks like you drop into sort of a ChatGPT or Bing Chat style interface, which is cool. Write me a story about this product to make somebody want to buy it. So it didn't give me a story, it gave me some good marketing material around the product, but that's not what I asked for. However, with the amount of traffic that hits google.com, I'm sure the feedback system will work really well, and this will be improved soon. So now let's talk about the Amazon search experience, which doesn't have any of this generative stuff that Microsoft and Google have. Amazon, where you at? Smash that subscribe button. So your online shopping experience on Amazon.com is about to get significantly easier. Amazon, that titan in the digital marketplace, is about to roll out generative search. So imagine having a savvy virtual assistant right there in the chat bar when you're looking for a product. Since my first time in ChatGPT, I've been thinking about this use case. A large language model like ChatGPT will be perfect for helping you find products on Amazon. And when somebody does use it and they buy the product, when that signal goes back to Amazon to improve it, it's gonna get so good at selling us on stuff, we should be careful. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy says that AI is about to be incorporated into all of their major products. So look for AI to show up in Alexa, and notably in the photos and videos that usually tell you about a product. There's gonna be AI coming for that too, which will be really interesting to see. So now let's talk about the leader in the space, Microsoft. Here's some of the things that their CEO, Satya Nadella, has been saying about AI recently. The CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, has made some big announcements. The big one being a suite of AI tools that are meant to help people deliver software. And they all come down to helping people write programs, build software, actually deploy and execute apps and systems, and all of the kind of things that they hire thousands of engineers to do right now. He even compared the development of software from shifting from a bicycle to a steam engine. Also, check this out. Have you noticed that ChatGPT plugins now officially say search by Bing? I'm sure that was not pleasant news over at Google, because OpenAI and ChatGPT have already accumulated well over 100 million users in the first few months it's been on the market. And Windows 11 now comes with Copilot. So that's right, GPT-4 technology is integrated into the operating system. But if Microsoft can wrap up all of this software and AI into something that's really a developer, then you can just ask for some idea to be built. It's gonna be a completely different world. We're all gonna be engineers. We're all gonna be app developers if we want to be. And that's a totally different world. world. So now we're entering this world where artificial intelligence can do some of the heavy lifting when it comes to engineering and code. So are we actually at the point now where you can build something just from your imagination without any technical skills? Microsoft has teamed up with a company called Builder AI. Now this is a platform for building apps without needing to know how to code. It's just all GUI interface. And you can think of them a little bit like Legos. Behind the scenes, they're big code snippets that kind of plug and play into each other, so that gives you a visual interface to build an app from. But there's always a limit to the flexibility because you're not in the nitty-gritty, and that's where artificial intelligence can now come in and help us glue things together in more complex, more interesting, and more customizable ways. Now they already have a language assistant named Natasha, but with the new partnership soon, she's going to be available to you in Microsoft Teams, which is great news for anybody who wants to build an application using the Microsoft suite of services. Plus, part of this partnership is upgrading Natasha, probably with that GPT-4 brain that they have access to in the Azure cloud, so who knows what she'll be capable of soon. Yeah, and I'm sure it won't hurt that she now has access to all of GitHub code. Here's some old IBM machine learning nostalgia for you. Do you remember when Watson, that incredibly intelligent AI that came from IBM, actually played Jeopardy? That's right, Watson went on Jeopardy as a contestant. I know he's a computer, but he went on as a contestant against the best Jeopardy players of all time, like Ken Jennings and I guess this guy Brad, but he's really good too, I hear. And it made so many people curious about this kind of machine learning technology, myself included. That's one of my earliest memories of hearing what machine learning was. And they recently announced something called Watson X, which is an all-in-one artificial intelligence-based building tool for businesses. So it's a tool to help businesses introduce AI into their normal business workflow. Now, IBM had some big dreams for Watson. They imagined him being this like doctor at one point. I know he was getting tons of medical data, and they really thought they could make a big impact in that space. And eventually they sold the Watson Health unit off altogether for an undisclosed amount. And it sucks that it struggled with profitability, but you know, they have such a great brand. I think they could revive it, and I'm sure they still have a lot of top scientists, and if they can learn from the open source successes that these other companies are having, I hope to see IBM jump back into the game really soon. Smash that subscribe button.